Okay, so today we're looking at mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, our vocabulary terms are mean is our first one. And with the mean, we're looking at the average. Okay, so it is the sum of the numbers in a set of data divided by the number of pieces of data. Guys, this is how we find your grades. We average them together. Okay, the median is our next one. And that means the middle number. I always say, think about the middle of the road. What is that section that runs down the middle of the road called? It is called the median. So the median is the middle number in a set of data when the data is arranged in numerical order. If the data has an even number, the median is the mean of the two middle numbers. The mode is the next one we're going to talk about. And when we talk about mode, we usually think most. Okay, it is the number or numbers or items that appear most often in a set of data. And then last, we're going to look at range. And range is the distance between the greatest number and the least number. And let's say the distance or difference. Okay, the distance or difference between the greatest number and the least number in the set of data. So let's look at this set of data that we've got, and we're going to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range using this set of data. First of all, you've got to be sure that the data is in order, in numerical order, from least to greatest. Okay, so let's make it least to greatest. Okay, least to greatest. So we're going to order it, and then we're going to look at finding the mean, median, mode, and range. The first one is the mean. Okay, this is the usual average, the normal way we average things. It's the way we average your grades. We add up all the grades that you have and divide them by the number of grades that are there. So we're going to add 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13. And we're going to divide that by 10 because there are 10 pieces of data here. We just count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to divide them by that number. Okay? If you add up all of these, it comes out to 105. And then we're going to divide 105 by 10. And when we divide 105 by 10, our answer is 10 and 5 tenths. Okay? 10 and 5 tenths would be the mean. And we found that by adding them all up and then dividing them by how many we had. The next thing we're going to do with these is we're going to find the median. Okay, the median is the middle value when your numbers are in order from least to greatest. And the best way to do that is to have them in order from least to greatest and then mark off the least one, the greatest one, and so on till you get to the middle. In this case, we have two numbers in the middle. If you just had one number in the middle, then that number would be your median. But in this case, we have two numbers in the middle. We have 10 and 11. So we're going to add 10 and 11 together, and we're going to divide those by 2. 10 plus 11 is 21, and 21 divided by 2 is 10 and a half, or 10 and 5 tenths. Okay? The next, we're going to look at the mode. The mode is the number repeated most often. Okay? In this case, this list of data has two different values that are both repeated 3 times. You have 10 3 times, and you have 11 3 times. So 10 and 11 are repeated both times on that one. Okay, and it's okay. You can have two modes, you can have one mode, you can have more than that. If you don't have one that's repeated any more than any others, then you would write no mode. Do not write zero, because if you write zero, that's saying that you have a piece of data that's zero and it's repeated most often. Okay, when we look at finding the range, okay, we're going to go back up here to our data where it's in order from least to greatest. The largest value is 13 and the smallest is 8. So we're going to find the difference between these two. 13 minus 8 equals 5. So the range is 5. Okay, so then we're going to make a list down here of all of our mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, our mean is 10 and 5/10. Our median is also 10 and 5/10. And then our modes are 10 and 11. Okay, and our range is 5. Okay, our range is 5. Now, one thing I want to add back up here at the top, when we're talking about mean, median, mode, range, these are called our measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. Okay, so you will also see it called that, and so you need to be sure you know that that's what it is. And I spelled tendency wrong. It is spelled with an E right here, I think. Okay, and that's the